Well, hello. And this does count because I started this at 11:55. So, hello everybody, and welcome to the vlog and episode. I believe it's episode 14 or episode 15. I have since lost track of these. I think it's episode 505. So I think it's episode 15, and I think it's 506. Yeah, it's episode 15, 506. Hello everybody, and welcome to a vlog. Hello. And I'm not going to talk like Alan Rickman, thank you, or Sean Connery, because I don't want to do that. Hello everybody. I'm going to be here for 6 minutes, and I'm going to be this one to do, and then I'm going to upload this probably after I look at it and edit it, and it's probably going to be up around 12:15 or so. I want to update you guys on a few things. So I completed a successful day, and I just want to tell you that my hours went up for next week, so I have like 30 hours compared to whatever I had this week, and such. It was a pretty good day today. I ran from 9:30 to 4:30. It was a pretty good day today. It was a bit slow, and I got a lot done. Packed away a lot of stuff, and it looked like a pretty decent day. I closed last night, of course, and I closed last night, and I'm going to be closing tomorrow. Well, next week I'm going to be closing Thursday and Friday. So, and then I'm off Saturday, which is why I have the 30 hours. It's been pretty good. We're sort of low on hours because it's January, and 30 hours. I'm just going to say this right now: 30 hours in retail is actually pretty damn good, because most retailers will have you have like 5 to 10 to 15 hours. So I have twice as many as I did. So 30 for my version of retail is pretty good. Target, I bet you wouldn't even give me 10. So, because they're money grabbing, pot smoking, and delusional, greedy, glory hogging bunch of narcissistic, self-centered narcissistic assholes. Part of that was done by me, and part of that was actually a phrase that April would use to actually describe Target, because they were a bunch of self-centered narcissistic assholes. I remember actually, now that this is probably going to be more than 5 minutes, but I remember the day she actually told me that, and I actually started falling over laughing. So it was one of like maybe 2 or 3 instances when I knew her that she actually said something not so cute and cuddly that I thought, cute and cuddly like I thought. So I always thought she's when she wanted to speak and she wanted to make her point known, she'd take the limiter off, take the filter off, and she'd go. She'd go off. She wasn't. She's. I do once in a while, and you guys will hear me say stuff like that once in a while, but not very much. I won't S-bomb and F-bomb on the channel. Like, I won't say it because I just don't do it. It's not very professional for me to do it. So, but when she said it, my mouth dropped open, and I just started. I didn't laugh, but my mouth just dropped open, and I'm like, and I must have started. I started cracking up. I'm like, really? Never heard that from you before. And she was And she sat there and she was like, "What? You didn't know that I talk like that?" I'm like, "Obviously, you haven't been around me in certain moments." I'm like, "Now I do." So, it's like anything else. You just speak your mind. She had no filter sometimes, and she was all right. She didn't really hold back, really, at all. When it was talking about people or kind of giving a critique of people, she didn't hold back very much. That's the reason why not a lot of people didn't like her, because a lot of people didn't hold their drums on too long after she made a comment like that. And I'm like, I'm probably the only. Actually, did she ever say something to me that was quite aggressive? Yeah, she did, but I'm the only one that actually survived and lived to tell the tale. So I didn't actually do anything. I usually never did anything stupid. So I think it was just a warning, technically, and it was kind of just a fun little jab. Like, but she was like, "Oh, you don't know that about me?" So she's like, and I'm like, "No, but I do now." But yeah, that's the gist of that one. You guys learned something. But other than that, she's kind of laid back, and she's not all that bad. So, um, but yeah, so my hours are going back up, which is great. I'm gonna upload this as soon as I'm done with this, and I'm probably gonna upload a gear change show. I'm gonna try to do it early, and then mm, that's my contemplation base. Hmm, I don't know what I'm going to do. I actually might clean my room a little bit because I have to file some stuff away and do everything else like that. I'm also gonna dry out my wheel actually for the first time. You guys haven't. I haven't used my wheel. I put it away in late December. I haven't used my wheel since December. Actually, no. I actually used my wheel like in the first 2 weeks of January. I'm gonna bust my wheel out because I've got F123 on Game Pass, so I can actually use something. And I need a wheel because so yeah. So yeah, gear change goes tomorrow. Um, I don't know what it's going to be about, but we'll see. We'll see what it's going to be. Say, all right. I'm going to think of something. I'm going to think of something that I'm going to report on and or talk about. We'll see. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Actually, I'm going to talk about. Actually, you know what? Speaking of video games, I'm going to talk about other racing series other than Forza Motorsport and Gran Turismo and Project Gotham Racing and um, all the rally games. Uh, I'm going to talk about virtual. I'm going to talk about virtual racing and um, in games other than one. So I'm going to talk about. I might talk about F Zero GX and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to look it up. I have to write for a couple of hours tomorrow, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on those and how that's had an impact on real world racing and how people got interested. So so if you guys want to tune into that, F Zero and Mario Kart fans, I've played both, so and I do like both series. So um, and I'm also gonna play. And I'm also, I'm gonna tackle Hot Wheels, um, nothing that's out there. I'm going to talk about Hot Wheels and F-Zero GX and um, Speed Racer and stuff like that. Animated, hard to believe type stuff, I've watched Speed Racer and stuff like that, and I've watched the cheesy movie. I'm not a really big fan of the movie. I think it was horrible. So even though they dragged in Emil Hirsch, it was horrible. So I'm not going to talk about the movie. It was kind of bad. I'll speak to the. Okay, Bob, I'm going to race. I'm going to get in the car and I'm going to be a racer X. The run-on sentences that they used to do. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about the movie because the movie's terrible. And they. They somehow got the Far East kind of in on it and stuff like that. So, and how and stuff like that. But I'm not going to talk about that. And maybe also media that was based on Hot Wheels. For those of you who are not aware, I actually do know about the Michael Valiant comics and also the TV show that debuted Heroes on Hot Wheels, even though it was Michael Valiant, but they had to do Hot Wheels Heroes on Hot Wheels because Michael Valiant would have been a terrible title. But I'll talk about that racing media. I don't really know any manga that's actual manga and stuff like that. Wait a second. That's also kind of fantasy. Initial D. I forgot. Takumi with his 86 or his Hachiroku Toyota. So don't go away. I'm actually gonna come up with that tomorrow afternoon. So and my thoughts on it, and other than real world media and racing that's not based on real world media and stuff like that. And I'm not going to do any anything that's fantastical. I know that Disney had Mickey and Friends race, but unfortunately I hate the cheese. Unfortunately, I'm not 2 years old, thank you. And I think that's a bunch of hooey. So I'm gonna stick away from Disney. I don't even like Disney really when it comes to racing because they don't do anything good. So I mean, and I'll probably talk about Herbie. Herbie is also another good one. So for those Herbie fans who've been around a long time, I'll talk about Herbie. And that's not real racing. I mean, if you watch Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo, he's going up against something that looks like a Porsche 917 that really has a. Well, actually, I won't give that away. So I'll talk about media other than real world media. I'll talk about that racing and stuff like that. What I think of it I'll give you guys examples of some stuff that I like. That's not real racing, but it's kind of fantastical, but not really real. So, but I'll see you guys for the Year Change show tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night. I don't know when I'm gonna really do it, but I'll have it sometime tomorrow. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to do it before 10 because I don't want to do these too late. So I'm gonna bid you guys adieu. It is currently the 3rd, so I will probably. I think it's already the 3rd since I thought I was going to be here 5 minutes, so it's probably 12:10. So I'll probably have this around 12:15, 12:20, 12:30 probably. So hope you guys enjoyed, and remember, kids, to always charge your phone. You never know when you're going to need it in an emergency. Peace out, folks.